Hi. Okay, this is a first video, be a few more. If you're one of the people that requested a casting of my Ray Stantz sculpture, thank you. This will give you a little bit of information and a few things to look out for. I'll be doing a couple others, mainly focusing around the proton pack assembly, but this is the some general information and going to deal with attaching the Alice frame to the back of the torso. I was shipping these out put together, but it's taking way too much of my time to do that, and people who are painting didn't like that, so I'm just not going to do that anymore. Okay, so first thing, you want to be careful handling the head, the straps, and these little things on the goggles. If you're holding it, these things can actually break off kind of easily, so just be careful. The same thing on the torso. These guys right here, these guys right here. If you're gripping it, you shouldn't have to work rough with this, but I've snapped a few things off accidentally, so be careful with that stuff. Also, this is in the notes, but you can put his head in his body while he's sitting on a table, and you can put him up on his stand, but until this is glued in, don't put, let me move this back a little, don't put the head in here because it's going to fall out, okay? And again, that could cause any of these things to snap. I've done it. So alright, so to put the Alice frame on the back of the torso, there's a couple of little holes right up in there, and a kind of a form fit down here with a little notch right there. So generally the way I do this is I try to seat these two as best I can. Fortunately, the resin, after it dries, it shifts a little bit. So, but this should, if you're a little gentle and careful, it should slide in, and then it'll essentially kind of snap into place. So it should fit. If for any reason this, you snap something putting this together, just let me know. I'll send you another Alice frame. But test fit it first, and then I've been using this Loctite. It's not super glue, but it's like super glue. It dries really fast. Loctite 401, and I think it's a little bit stronger bond. You can use super glue, you can use 2-part epoxy, however you're used to. You can use tester's glue, however you do things. But basically the way I usually do this is I put a drop, just a little bit on there, a little bit on there, whoops, a little bit kind of in here, and just a dab here. It's maybe a little too much, but, and then seat these guys, whoops, get that in, and then pivot it in place, and then just hold it. The Loctite sets up pretty quickly. I usually hold it for 10 or 20 seconds. And yeah, okay, so that's in place. And then proton pack has the 3 holes. This has the 3 tabs, and it just slides on. So when you're ready, you can glue that on, or however you want to approach it. Again, it doesn't stay on. It'll stay on, when it's on here because of gravity, but this does tend to pop off if you're moving things around, so just be kind of aware if you haven't glued things yet. Just be careful moving things around. But this is all set up now, seated nicely, and that's about it. I'll post other videos on the tubes for the putting all the hardware on, the extra small hardware onto the proton pack base, and then the tubes, the TPU tubes, colored tubes. Thanks.